Nathalie is being a terrible influence on Marinette. Spoiler warning for Miraculous Season 6, Episode 22, Lady Chaos. In El Toro de Piedra, when Marinette finds the letter Gabriel wrote to Adrian explaining that he was monarch, she goes to Nathalie, who immediately tries to tear the letter up. Marinette questions if they should make that decision for him, and although this conversation is interrupted before we see Nathalie's response, we do see her reaction in Mr. Agreste. Marinette sees how much Adrian is hurting and has struggled to see his father as a hero and runs to Nathalie, saying they need to tell him the truth. Nathalie asks if Marinette is out of her mind and if she wants Adrian to
figure out that I was Monarch's accomplice.
Nathalie is unfortunately more interested in protecting herself than letting Adrian learn the truth that he is quite frankly owed. And this is likely due to her still being involved with the kingdom with her own set of daddy issues to contend with.
Once you've found Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculous, you know who you must give them to.
Yes, Father.
But honestly, whatever Nathalie's secret reasoning or motivations may be, she is pushing Marinette in the wrong direction by continually convincing her that they need to keep Monarch's identity secret from Adrian. And Lady Chaos is just another example of this. At the point in the season that Marinette goes to Nathalie in this episode, she is also fully committed to the narrative that Nathalie wants her to stick to, which is why Marinette goes on a whole rant explaining the plot of season 5 and why Nathalie can't tell Adrian the truth, because it will very clearly lay out how awful Gabriel Agreste truly was.
What are you gonna do? He was a horrible person! You can't tell him the truth.
Marinette emphasizing that he was a horrible person, immediately followed by her saying you can't tell him the truth, really highlights how much she's lost the plot. To her, protecting the secret of an objectively terrible person is more important than letting Adrian see that truth, because she doesn't want him to feel worse about having an awful father, even though Adrian is still clearly fighting demons, trying to grapple with the conflicting image of his shitty father being a hero. Marinette's rant also specifically acknowledges how, without realizing it, she's prioritizing piece of shit Gabriel over the supposed love of her life, Adrian.
Make sure that he never finds out that I was the big baddie, and that he only remembers me as the best great dad ever.
There are a lot of things I hate about the end of season 5, Marinette choosing to lie about Monarch's identity being one of them. However, I appreciate how it seems like they're setting up Marinette choosing this lie as a huge mistake from which she will learn her lesson at the end of the season. At least that's the direction they should take. I don't exactly trust this show to make the right narrative choice after the absolute clusterfuck that was season 5. In any case, Marinette relaying her reasoning behind hiding the truth from Adrian and absolutely crashing the fuck out about it shows us that although she's committed to maintaining this story, she is by no means happy about it. In the interview itself, Nathalie focuses on the fact that
he was ready to do anything out of love,
even if it meant abandoning Adrian for extended periods of time while Emily was dying. I will expand upon this a bit more when we get to Ladybug's interview, but this idea of excusing Gabriel's shitty behavior because he did it out of love is setting up a parallel to Marinette being blinded by love in the same way. And this blindness is what makes her an accomplice to Monarch, which we see in Tomoe's interview.